As a diver and amateur paranormal investigator, I've always been fascinated by mysterious deaths and disappearances linked to cursed lakes across America. Most can be chalked up to accidents and natural hazards. But certain bodies of water seem to lure a disproportionate number of victims to their demise. I began logging cases nationwide, looking for patterns among the most lethal lakes. My years of database building finally narrowed it down to 5 that have killed or made missing hundreds of people under unexplained circumstances. Lake Lanier, Georgia. This large reservoir lake was created in the 1950s, swallowing up the small town of Bethlehem in the process and allegedly disturbing ancient Native American burial grounds. Since then, hundreds have perished in its depths. Legends speak of ghostly entities pulling swimmers below and boats disappearing in the fog. Crater Lake, Oregon. Plunging to 1,949 feet deep, this volcanic caldera lake in the Cascades claims multiple lives every year. Formed from a massive eruption, native tales warn of cursed spirits and hidden caves connecting to the supernatural realm. There are an inexplicable number of drownings given the sparse visitors. Lake Tahoe, Nevada/California. Surrounded by scenic mountains and forest, this popular vacation spot seems idyllic. But Tahoe has claimed over 300 lives since 1900. Its uncommon depth and frigid year-round temperatures contribute. Locals speak darkly of the Tahoe Tessie monster lurking in its depths. Great Salt Lake, Utah. Extreme salinity makes this vast lake more buoyant, but hypothermia can quickly set in. Hundreds have perished in storms and freak accidents here. The rocky shores are littered with bones. Native legends say evil water spirits guard against settlers encroaching on their domain. Lake Michigan, Midwest. With over 6 quadrillion gallons spanning 4 states, this immense lake claims dozens of lives annually. Its shipwrecks and history of piracy speak to an air of doom. Unusual rip currents, waves, and powerful winds topple boats and sweep people away into the abyss before help arrives. Of all these lethal lakes I investigated, one stood out for the sheer magnitude and mysterious nature of its casualties: Lake Michigan. Stretching over 300 miles, this massive inland sea does not give up its dead easily. Hundreds of corpses are never recovered. I dove as deep as safety allowed near the reported shipwreck sites and points where drowning victims disappeared, finding only frigid darkness. No anomalies registered on sonar. If an aggressive predator or supernatural entity dwells in these murky depths, it hides far below reach. Locals speak in hushed tones of the lake's treachery, how it demands sacrifices and harbors evil. Survival often depends on heeding wisdom passed down over generations about where to swim, boat, and fish. Outsiders dismiss the old warnings at their peril. One shipwrecked diver told me bone-chilling stories around the campfire of hands grasping his ankles from crumbling holes, dragging him toward the Stygian darkness below. He revealed that sometimes late at night, from the becalmed surface, screams carry across the gentle waves from victims that will never be found. In these waters, sometimes the drowning depart in spirit form to recapture the unwary. He alone had survived their phantom grip 3 times thanks to native charms. But he knows those who feed the lake must one day feed it again in their final plunge. My research indicates Lake Michigan reaps a 5-fold higher toll of lives than the other deadly lakes. Beneath its tranquil beauty lurks an insidious undertow, not just frigid temperatures and treacherous currents, but some eldritch presence that has claimed this terrain. All waterways contain risk, but those camped beside the placid Midwest Sea at night swear they hear voices whispering just out of reach, hungry for company. It calls most strongly to those who come from afar unprepared. So dive deep if you dare, but avoid tempting the unknown. Not everything that enters the lake wishes you to leave. Its glassy surface and sandy shores hold untold secrets from distant eras and eons ago when ancient beings ruled. The land remembers, even if modern minds forget. Technology casts an illusion that we have conquered the elements. But churning below progress lies nature's inexorable, timeless hunger. If you sate it willingly, you may walk away to see the sunrise. If not, the depths will one day draw you down all the same. So show caution and respect on these freshwater coasts. Do not trespass where locals will not tread. And if you spy figures strolling the moonlit beaches, do not call out and join them. For not all disaster victims rest peacefully beneath the waves. Some choose to linger along the shore, waiting for companions to take the icy plunge. An unyielding loyalty to the forces that grasped them under long ago. There, in the lapping shallows, you may meet those who now serve a darker master. One that has reigned for untold eons beneath silted dunes, unnamed and unseen. They will try to charm you with their smiles and songs, to wade out deeper hand in hand. But one who enters Lake Michigan's hungry embrace may never leave again. Its ghosts will see to it, flitting luminous over the midnight water, following the moon's call. So build your campfire warily and let it ward the night. Listen to the stories shared by those who respect the lake's power and fury. Only community can stave off the restless tide. Speak truths into the dark to cast out the half-lies that tempt the unwitting away. And when the fires have dimmed and sleep takes you unawares, may your dreams sink no deeper than the shoreline's creeping waves. For the concealed depths harbor presences from eras best forgotten. Hungry parasites of life and time. If you dare to submerge fully below, they will be waiting to remind you, we all came from the water, and it does not forget its own.